Hello, I'm IBX and welcome to Q&A Saturday. This is a weekly series where I answer your questions about a particular subject. This week, TU22, the next big update for Minecraft, Xbox and PlayStation. However, next week I will be answering personal questions about anything you want to ask. So if you want to ask anything, leave it in the comments down below and I will pick some of those comments for next week's video. But I will be answering today TU22 questions, like I said, from last week's video. So please do like the video if you like hearing about the next sort of update stuff. I know a lot of people are on the fence about it, but a lot of people really like it. If you do really like it, liking it is a good way to say that, and it helps out a lot. So with that all said, let's get straight into the first question, which comes in from Rhea Simmons, I believe is how you say it, and they ask, #Q&A, when will there be another big update? And that's a very good question, because usually between updates there used to only be one bug fix update. Now it seems more like 2, 3 or 4. And the next big update is going to be TU22, it looks like at the moment, or TU23, whatever you want to call it. And basically this next big update is going to be coming out at some point in the early time for this year. We don't know exactly when, we still don't know entirely what's in it, but that's what these videos are all about, letting you know what's likely to be and what's going to be there. So the next big update, TU22, should be out in the next few months. They're working on it now, but we don't know how far they are through it or what's going to be included. So moving on to the second question, which comes in from Amir Sbey, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. #Q&A, why does MCPE have Infinite and it's a small app, yet PS3/Xbox doesn't? And this is a really good question that honestly is kind of difficult to answer for a lot of people, because you know, you can say, well, the Pocket Edition is on a phone, whereas the Xbox One is kind of a dedicated gaming device, and it can only run 5000 by 5000 worlds, as opposed to Infinite. The real trick here is that it's not based on the technical requirements. The Xbox One and PS4 can both run Infinite worlds, but the issue here is that there are save size limits, so they can only have a certain amount of size, which means the world could be infinite. They could unlock it for anyone to use, but then, you know, if you hit the limit, then you just wouldn't be able to change your world. That would obviously be a big problem. I can kind of get why they did things. I just really think they should have spoken to Microsoft and Sony, got that limit raised, but unfortunately they couldn't. So, yeah, they could run infinite worlds on the Xbox and the PlayStation, but unfortunately, Xbox and Sony, they both have their own rules regarding that, which, you know, it's lame, but it's how things are. 5000 by 5000 is actually quite big, but it's not infinite, is it? So, that's the answer to that question. It's not a technical limitation. So the next question comes in from Teen Boy Gaming, who looks to be some sort of Minecraft Superman, and he asks, will stuff in 1.8 also be added in TU22 or just things in 1.7? So this is a question that, again, no one knows the official answer to. I want to clarify that one now. However, the big thing about this is 1.7 is definitely confirmed, but 1.8 is such a big update that if it is going to be added, it will definitely extend the time of waiting. So, you know, they could get 1.7, just, you know, a small update done in the next couple months, quite easily, I imagine, if they're working on it full time. But if they have to add 1.8 stuff in there, which might be a good idea and might stick to their trend, it would mean there'd be a lot more time on that. Why do I know that? Basically, I was researching yesterday, and 1.8 was actually the longest time they've ever spent on an update. It spent something like 10 months for the PC version, and although it wouldn't take all 10 months on the console version, of course, because it's not all development, there's going to be a lot of that time that will transfer over. So it would take the update time up from like a few months to quite a few months, like, you know, 5-6 months instead of, you know, a couple months, which means I imagine they want to keep the update ball rolling. That's how I imagine they want to do things. So 1.7 is likely, but they could just, you know, throw in 1.8 features, some of them, all of them. We don't know for sure, but it's likely there'll be at least a couple. Like, they'll bring in something, just maybe not all of them. So 1.7 definitely, 1.8 maybe not. So yeah, that's kind of the answer to that question right there. The next question comes in from the Golden Shack, who says, well, we are going to lose our exclusive of the end since PC is getting the exclusives in the end in 1.9. So yeah, if you don't know, right now 1.9 on the PC is actually going to take our end fight and put it over there. And there's something cool about that, like kind of saying, well, ours is kind of better. So yeah, they're going to be improving the end on the PC, meaning we're losing an exclusive there. However, it's going to take them a while to get 1.9 out. It's going to come out some point this year, but maybe later. So I think by that time, we should at least have a couple more exclusives. Like, you know, there's loads of unique takes on features, like, you know, the Wither's slightly different, but not massively different. Hopefully, you know, the next big feature they add, like the biomes, maybe we get a console exclusive biome or something like that. I think they're going to try and add some more console exclusive stuff because, you know, they're working hard on getting that game updated, but, you know, there's some stuff they want to change and add in, and hopefully the next update gives us some more exclusives to make up for the fact that we're losing the end. Otherwise, you know, the end isn't exactly a big deal on the console. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, we're losing our exclusive. It's not a big deal. I think that's the easiest way to put that. So yeah, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Jacob Bjornsson. I don't know if I pronounced that right, who asks, next #Q&A, why do you play on Xbox if if you have PC Minecraft, what do you like about the console version? Thanks. And this is an important question again, because I do have a pretty decent gaming PC, and I do play Minecraft on it quite a bit. But I do play Minecraft on the console significantly more. That's why I make videos, and the reason for that, the big reason, and I don't know if you accept this reason, but it's because the controller to me, I've played, my entire life for controller. It's just such a smoother way to play games. There are some games that work better over keyboard and mouse, but I don't think Minecraft's one of them. Like, double tapping the W key hurts sometimes, and it doesn't always work, and it's just messy. Whereas on the console, I think sprinting could be better, but it works how it should. And just loads of stuff like that. Like, I really like the console controls. They feel more one-to-one with me, and I just kind of like that. Also, when I was playing with friends a lot more, my friends used to all be the Xbox. Why play on a platform without your friends? That's kind of the simplest answer there. I like the control scheme, I like the friend system, and at this point, I really like the fact that, all of you people are there. So if I stream, I'm going to do it on Xbox. Like, if I'm just going to, play a game with people, it might as well be the one where everyone's playing. So that's my answer. I like the control scheme. I'll admit you lose out on mods and multiplayer, but it's updating, it's being different, and I like that. I'm playing a game that's going to be different, and I think all of you guys should appreciate that too. Like, the game is different, it's a little worse in some ways, but it's not bad. That's the easiest way to put that. So, yeah, moving on to the next question, which comes in from Balsamic, please, who asks, just Q&A, sorry. Will there be chat in a future update? So the answer to this question is no. So the reason for this is because they've kind of stated that they don't want to do stuff that relies too much on typing, because they want to, keep that console experience constantly. So that's the reason we don't have Book and Quill, for whatever reason, whether you disagree or agree with that. They're not going to put the chat in for that same reason. I really wish they would put the chat in, like being able to chat to your whole game would be a lot easier than having to type out a sign that you hope someone looks at. I think, maybe they should consider people are going to do it anyway and maybe work not that way. I think right now the best bet, though, if you want to chat to the whole game, is to use voice chat. Voice chat does currently work. It lets you speak to anyone, even people who aren't your friends, and it's nice and easy. So that's the answer to that question. The chat will probably not be coming in a future update. You can use voice chat. Next question comes in from Nightwolf21, who asks, #Q&A, will they raise the height limit for amplified terrain? So, amplified world type, if you don't know, I made a video on it yesterday. It's so cool. It's basically the ability to change your world and make it just insane high everywhere, and the answer to will they raise the height limit for it is actually, no, they don't. So, it actually hits the height limit quite a lot. It will hit for 256, but raising the height limit for it would just make it even more insane, and even at 256, it's just ridiculous. So there's at least some level of stability if you're at the top of the world height, which I think is kind of cool. Like, the fact that there's a height limit kind of plays into Amplified, because instead of just being lots of peaks, it's lots of peaks at the same level, so you can build bridges between them. They're kind of like islands at that point, and it's really cool. So, the Amplified world type, I definitely recommend you check the video if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's very cool, but they're not going to raise the height limit for it. At least I wouldn't imagine so, because they didn't do it on PC. So, next question comes in from Summer Wiley, and this is a really common question, who asks, are they adding slime blocks? I forgot what update it's from. And I thought this was a 1.7 feature, so I was like, oh yeah, they will. But it's actually a 1.8 feature, so it's one of those things that I think might make it in there, but it is quite a complex block. If you don't know, the slime block allows you to bounce up and down, as well as do some really cool redstone stuff, where you can attach stuff to blocks. It's kind of like the sticky part of the piston, but taking off the piston, and also bouncing a lot. So, with that said, yeah, will they be adding slime blocks then? Probably not, but there is a small chance, because they're a 1.8 feature, but they're one of the bigger ones, and one of the reasonably, moderately difficult to put in there. So I think they might be. I don't know for sure though, because obviously that's what the series is about. So next question comes in from that's a name I'm not sure I'm going to say out loud. Is #Q&A. What is Minecraft Realms? Well, Minecraft Realms is basically an alternative to servers on the PC. So instead of being going for a private company, getting your own server set up, you can just pay Mojang a certain amount of money, and they'll set up the server for you. The benefits of that are that it's a lot easier. You can just connect directly to it in the Minecraft client, and it's kind of like a much easier way to do servers, and that's what makes it so console friendly, because what it does is it allows you just like one click put maps on there, one click install stuff on there, and that would be really cool to have in the consoles, because it means that you could have a map sharing function through Minecraft Realms. You could have a server function through Minecraft Realms, and it could both be done really simply. That's why it's such an exciting feature, and that's why there's so many questions being raised about it. We don't know where Minecraft Realms is sitting right now. It's still somewhere in the development process. But yes, so far what we do know is that Minecraft Realms is a very exciting thing on PC that I'm looking forward to seeing on the consoles at some point, and on the Pocket Edition. So that's Minecraft Realms basically explained in its most simple form. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like it if you did like it, and share it if you really liked it. It helps out the channel a lot when you do both those things. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. It's a good way to see all of my videos on your homepage every single day. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.